Physically tough, mentally tough as well, I would have thought.
It's so strange. I fully underestimated the challenge. I train. I like to think I'm fit. You know, I do the spin. I do my boxing. And when you get there, it's a whole different type of mental game. You know, your body can do it, but your mind is what really challenges you the most. I arrived on a Sunday, and we had a whole week. And on Monday, the guides test you with a climb of a mountain called Gran Paradiso.
Right.
And 2 hours into this climb of Gran Paradiso, I'm going, I can't do this. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. All I thought about was my injury while I was climbing Gran Paradiso, but I thought, I've set out to this challenge. And for me, the whole big picture was for Nacoa, for the Children of Alcoholics charity. You know, I've talked to you about it many times.
Yeah, of course.
And the reason I picked a mountain is because I wanted to make it about overcoming something. I wanted to pick a big, huge obstacle to let other kids and young adults know that you can get over these trials and tribulations in life. And it was called Raise to the Top. And I just wanted to set out and do something quite intense. If I'm totally honest with you, at the time, all you can do is go, I can, I will, get up there.
One foot
just
in front
do
of
it.
the other.
Yeah. My butt's burning, my legs are burning, my lungs are burning. I'm going, please just get up this mountain. But there was a moment where I got to the top, you know, and a few people were crying. And I just sat there and I kind of shed a few old demons that I had. You know, I'm always trying to better and evolve in these things. And I just put it to the side and I kind of looked up and it was for my old man in many ways, but the bigger picture for me, it was for the kind of kids out there that went through the similar thing as me, you know. And Nacoa, I've been representing for 15 years now, and they're a small charity based out of Bristol. And I just thought what they do is so epic and it's so helpful. So if I can use this platform and climb one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, then I'm going to do it.
Good for you, absolutely good for you. Because, I mean, you were a young man when your dad died, and at one point it looked like you were following him down that path of self-destruction.
Very much.
Pulled back from that, and you have been doing incredibly well.
Thank you.
Are you feeling as if you're in a good place now, especially having done that?
Well, I've been coming to see you for some time now, and I think of the evolution I've kind of gone through as well. There was definitely a time where I didn't really know how to live up to my dad's reputation, but one way I knew I could do it was partying, and I partied for years, and I've spent the last 8, 9, maybe 10 years cleaning myself up and bettering myself, and I used to struggle with that, but now I don't care. I just had to change my belief in myself. I had to start believing in myself, and without believing in yourself and shedding those demons, you can't really evolve. But I like to think, you know, I'm in a great place now. Business is good, work's good, my health's good. I just conquered that thing. And
you look really well.
Thank you very much.
And your eyes are good. You know, sometimes when somebody's not doing so well, but you look well.
I feel well.
Which is fantastic.
Thank you,
it really is. Because you've done daft things, and you've admitted that.
Yeah.
You've also done reality shows as well, and you have been at the other end of this horrible modern phenomenon, which is so distressing, where people get trolled online. Yeah. And it's very easy for my generation to say, oh, just ignore it. Yeah. It eats at your soul, doesn't it? That sort of thing. I mean, you look at that wee soul who was a friend of yours, SOPHIE GRADON, who was in Love Island. I know you were in Love Island as well. And we reckon a lot of the fact that she took her own life, some of it is down to online trolling and people being horrible, basically, people being vile and nasty.
Completely. It's a horrible thing anyway. I mean, what is wrong with being a nice person? I know there's memes out there that are quite funny and we all have a laugh, but can you imagine if somebody isn't confident or somebody lacks self-belief and they start seeing all these horrible things that are written to them? And I don't want to make it too much about what I went through, but I remember when my old man passed, people used to write things about him passing. And at the time, I didn't even know how to do horrible things. At the time, it messed me up. And I'm going, oh my God, how could people be so vile? And I know it can be lighthearted and fun because realistically, Love Island is a fun show. Yeah. They're going out there, they're awkward love moments, there's awkward bits and this and that, but it's all quite fun. But you have to think about it. If people are getting trolled and nasty things are being said and they don't know how to cope with that, that could mess them up. And poor Sophie, she was a friend of mine, and to think that she might have been struggling on the inside because how people, I don't know this for a fact, but what people might have said or how she was being treated, it's just a horrible thought. And that could happen to anybody. So I think people at home should definitely think about what they say before they say it. There's funny and then there's harsh, and people sometimes can't take it the right way, and it can affect them horribly, as we've seen.
No, we have, and it's absolutely tragic when that happens. When people are so in such despair that they feel the only way out is to actually end their life. How awful is that?
It's really sad.
It's hideous. How do you deal with that? Because I'm sure you don't get as much of it now, but how do you can you just say, oh, well, you know, forget it, block them, mute them, move on? For
me, it was my own things I had to go through. It was from going from really insecure and lacking any self-belief of like, what is my path? Who am I? Where am I supposed to be going with this iconic father? Mine was quite unique in a way, but it's just a case of not caring what others think, but then you say, you know, if you want to have your own social media pages, and now day and age, it's good for business, it's good for interacting with people. Yeah. You shouldn't have to deal with that grief. And then you put yourself on television, it could up the chances of dealing with it. But people, the message is to people at home, just be nice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, why would you want to insult somebody else to a point where it could really, really hurt them?
Exactly, let's be kinder.
Yeah.
I think it's about being kinder.
I completely agree.
I think that's exactly what it is.
I'm a big believer in the universe and how it works, and you treat people how you want to be treated, you know?
It comes back at you.
I'm a huge believer in karma. You do wrong and it's coming back.
It will. It might not happen today or tomorrow, but it will happen at some stage. If you put out all that negativity, that's going to come back and bite you on the bum.
Big time.
Absolutely. Callum, you've done an amazing thing.
Thank you.
You've raised an awareness for a fantastic charity. They do incredible work. And you're in a good place, I'm so happy to say.
Me too. And it's so nice coming on. I was so happy to come on and see you because I feel like I've been through all sorts with you.
I know.
I came on here, I think, like 10 years ago. And I've progressed and done better and done better. And for me to sit here with you and you be proud, it makes me feel good.
I'm very proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself too.
I am indeed. And I'm proud to raise awareness for the charity. And what I'm finding in life at the moment, and for a while now, is the more you give back with a good heart and pure intentions, the more goodness comes to you.
Exactly. What a wise man you are.